Welcome to the Gin Weekly Update for Friday, October 5th, 2018. I'm Joel Yaste. Fresh off the Patenaude Performance Retreat and the Germany event that took place a week before that, here we are in October, and what a year it's been. With more perspective, some training, and some event information, here's Dr. Tom with the latest. Dr. Tom?
Hello, I'm Dr. Tom, and I'd like to welcome you to this Friday's update. First of all, let me begin with Punta Cana, our next major event, Global Family Reunion. I will tell you that it is going to be incredible, and thank you so much for the response that you've had when I made the announcement about room reservations, about them holding your room with a card. They won't charge your card. And what that does is that allows people who are sharing rooms to be able to put their individual cards upon registration when you get there. And I will tell you that it's important because we have a formula that works for registration for these major events, and we can anticipate the number of rooms to reserve in a room block based on registrations that come in on certain timelines. And I will tell you that at this time, we are over 70% booked for that next major event. The importance of that is, I want you to make sure if you're registered that you get a room on this property. It is a beautiful property. It is magnificent. You will remember this property the rest of your life. So take action, get registered, get those registrations turned in so that you're not only registered for the event, two different things. One, registering for the event with us through Gin. The second, there'll be a tab below you can click on to get the information about how to register for the hotel property itself. Be sure you get that locked up as those rooms will go fast. And if we're going to have to add rooms, it's better to do it now than it is when we get within a couple of weeks of the program. That can be very difficult in a place this beautiful, in a place this warm in February. Be sure and take action. Next thought, I want to tell you that those of you who did your first live training in Chicago for Level 7, you will be receiving an email update on steps that you're to take for your homework assignment leading up to your process of graduating as a senior officer. And those of you who are senior officers who completed that training in the very first class in Chicago, you also have some communication coming from us. So look for that in the next week or two. If you don't receive it for some reason, please contact us and we will be sure and get that forwarded to you. Because those events and the follow through from those events are critically important. And here's an example of that. The continuation of new members coming in from Germany. Spectacular event in Germany. Excitement was created because people came together and people shared, and it created that family environment. And that family environment is so important in Gin. That family environment is a major piece of Gin. As a matter of fact, that group in Europe continues to grow. And I will actually be doing a training in Paris on the 12th and the 13th of this month, just in next weekend. And that will be, there are two things that I'm going to be doing just to clarify that for you. We've had some questions. To clarify that, I'm going to be doing a practitioner training on Friday and Saturday, the 12th and the 13th. That is an entry level. So if you've been interested in studying BEST, the bioenergetic synchronization technique, if you've been interested in studying that, this is a great entry level class for you to be able to do that. Come and join us. The second offering is one of a class to unlock your power, to unleash that dragon, that part of you inside that you know is there yet has not been released. It's not been unlocked. This will be a Sunday training, a one-day training where we combine the technology of 43 years of training to give you not only to give you the treatment that we do inside BEST, but also to teach you some technology that you can do on your own after the event, that you can share with your family after the event so that you can continue to unlock that power, to get past those blocks, to allow you to be, do, and have everything that you so deserve. So there will be a tab again below you can click on. It will take you to a registration page where you can either register for the practitioner training, or at the very bottom of that page in the Unlock Your Power button is the Sunday event, which will be on the 14th. And speaking of family, I don't know how it would be possible for Blaine and Dr. Ted and I to be any more proud of this club and the members of this club and the people that this club has attracted over the years. And of course, I'm referring to the Patenaude family. Blaine and I were able to attend the Patenaude Performance Retreat this past weekend just outside of Ottawa. And I will tell you that your fellow Gen brothers and sisters experienced something very special, something very unique, because for the first time, the Patenaude family, the Sifus of the Patenaude family, which are Stefan and Sylvain, and of course Patrick, and the only female at this level, Christina, sister of theirs, beautiful woman as well. Seabach Martin, and Martin is an incredibly special individual as well. They all performed trainings and conversations with us and teachings about their family and about their philosophy. And it was great to reunite with them. Some family members I hadn't seen since we were in Zurich or since we were on a cruise. And it is so beautiful in this club to be able to just pick up right where you left off in a conversation, to be able to build those relationships, relationships that last a lifetime, relationships that build who you are, who they are. It's a mutually beneficial relationship, and it is so spectacular. And it was so wonderful to be able to reunite, to have them share exercises that not only were strenuous physically, we had it broken into areas where you could pick your level that you chose to participate in from a physical standpoint. Because we did an aerial park there that is not just a bunch of zip lines where you just grab on and slide to the next one and slide. This was a very physical, and I want to tell you, those of you that were there, that I completed that course on Sunday after the event by myself to go through the course so that I could in fact relate to you and exactly how you felt and what you were thinking. And I could not be prouder of your accomplishments, because it was physically taxing, it was emotionally stressful, it was mentally taxing. You're up in the air, maybe 30, 40 feet in the air, walking across things, hanging on for dear life, hanging on to things. Of course, we're very safely and securely strapped in. You're not going to fall. It doesn't help when you look down, but the reality is it's a very safe environment and also very taxing, and also help people to break through their fears. And Stefan had done a magnificent job of orchestrating an event from beginning to end, to open people up, to identify their blocks, to help them with some martial arts movement, to get them grounded. The exercises that were led by this family were unprecedented. It was an incredible event. You see, it's not just about martial arts. It's about how do the philosophies of martial arts and the philosophies of Jin and the philosophies of the universe blend. How do we meld them together? And that's what this program was about. That's what this family was about. And it was really so special because at the end of that, Blaine and I were invited in. It happened to be a birthday in the family on that particular Sunday, and they invited us into their home to share in some of that celebration. And Blaine and I will be forever grateful for sharing those moments. And we even took a picture afterward out in front of where many of these exercises were performed. And it shows you the depth of this family. And it shows you what a legacy is all about. You see, Jacques and Linda, when they joined this Global Information Network, when they joined your club, they brought their family into an environment to lead. They brought their family into an environment to share lessons and philosophies and techniques and technologies that they had been trained on their entire life. This is what family is about, to pass down information from one generation to the next so that the next generation can pass it on to the following generation. You see, that's what this is about. This is about your legacy. This is about your legacy. Who are you? Who do you desire to become? And what mark will you leave on the world? What is your mark? What is your purpose? What is your destiny? Why are you here? I believe the Patenaude family has learned a lot through Jen, and they have expanded their family to include so many of you. And I know many of you have so many great relationships with various members of this family. Cherish those relationships. Cherish those memories. What is your legacy? What do you choose to be remembered for? What mark did you leave on the planet? I'm Dr. Tom. That's our update for Friday, October the 5th, 2018. Until next week, I'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tom. And that's the weekly update for Friday, October 5th, 2018. I'm Joel Yaste. We'll see you again next week.